Welcome back to the Movie Vault. Today, we're diving into You Season 3, the latest chapter in the story of Joe Goldberg, our favorite obsessive, manipulative, and dangerously romantic antihero. This time, Joe finds himself in the last place he ever expected, the suburbs. But as we all know, Joe can't change who he is. Now married to Love Quinn and raising their newborn son, Henry, Joe attempts to embrace his new role as a devoted husband and father. However, the idyllic town of Madre Linda, filled with influencers, tech entrepreneurs, and fitness obsessed suburbanites, only makes Joe feel more suffocated. It's not long before he sets his sights on someone new, Natalie Engler, their mysterious and alluring next door neighbor. A new obsession and a sudden disappearance. Natalie, married to powerful tech mogul Matthew Engler, senses Joe's interest and invites him for a private wine night. They share a moment, a kiss, but Joe, for once, hesitates. He's determined to be better. He returns home, trying to ignore his instincts. But Love, she sees everything. At a party hosted by local influencer Sherry Conrad, Love overhears Natalie gossiping about her family. Suspicious and enraged, Love searches Joe's belongings and finds a secret box filled with stolen mementos from Natalie. She confronts Joe, accusing him of falling into old patterns. He denies it, but the damage is done. And then, just like that, Natalie vanishes. Joe is unsettled. He had barely begun fantasizing about Natalie, and now she's gone. But this time, he's not the one responsible. This time, it's Love, pulling him deeper into the darkness. The perfect suburban couple, with a secret. Desperate to keep up appearances, Joe and Love attend couples therapy while working on a plan to explain Natalie's sudden departure. Meanwhile, Love opens her bakery, the Fresh Tart, unaware that she's about to draw even more danger into their lives. Joe tries to move on, but then he meets Marianne Bellamy, the town's sharp-witted librarian. She's struggling with a bitter custody battle, trying to protect her daughter from her manipulative ex, Ryan Goodwin. Unlike his previous obsessions, Marianne isn't a fantasy. She's real, with real problems and real pain. Joe is drawn to her. Meanwhile, Love meets Theo Engler, Matthew's charming, rebellious stepson. Though he's much younger, Theo is smitten with Love, and she, frustrated by Joe's emotional distance, enjoys the attention. The Town of Secrets. As Natalie's disappearance gains media attention, Joe and Love consider ways to deflect suspicion. But when their son Henry contracts measles due to an unvaccinated neighbor, Love's protective instincts take over, leading to a confrontation. In the heat of the moment, they find themselves in a complicated situation, and soon they have another secret to keep. Searching for leverage, they uncover a disturbing truth about someone in their town, someone with a hidden past. But before they can decide what to do, the situation takes a shocking turn, one that conveniently shifts blame away from them. For a brief moment, life is peaceful. A crumbling marriage and dangerous affairs. 6 months pass. Joe and Love try to maintain a facade of normalcy, but temptation lurks at every corner. Joe's feelings for Marianne deepen, and he begins to secretly learn more about her life, including her struggles with her ex. Meanwhile, Love, still grieving Forty's death, finds comfort in Theo. Their flirtation escalates. Theo kisses her, and though she initially resists, a connection forms. Things take a bizarre turn when Sherry and her husband, Carrie, invite Joe and Love to swing with them. Joe, hoping this will expose his broken marriage, agrees. But Love, she just wants to keep Joe close. Joe, however, is focused on one thing: removing Ryan from Marianne's life. He attempts to sabotage him, but Ryan is more cunning than expected. When Ryan discovers Joe's interference, things come to a head. Joe, desperate, takes drastic action, ensuring that Ryan will no longer be a problem. The beginning of the end. Meanwhile, Theo stumbles upon evidence of Matthew's illegal surveillance of the neighborhood, realizing his stepfather suspects Love in Natalie's disappearance. Hoping to protect her, Theo rushes to the bakery, only to find something shocking hidden in the basement. Before he can process what he's seen, Love finds him. Their tense conversation escalates, and Theo is left injured, unable to warn anyone about what he knows. At home, Love discovers something worse: Joe's obsession with Marianne. She finds evidence of his growing fixation and realizes that despite everything, Joe will never change. The final showdown. Of Preytown, Love prepares dinner for Joe and confronts him. He wants a divorce. She wants him gone. She enacts a plan to make sure Joe never leaves her. But Joe, always one step ahead, has anticipated this. In a shocking turn, the tables are flipped, and Love finds herself in a position she never expected. As Joe finalizes his escape, Love makes a final chilling confession. She killed her first husband, James, when he wanted to leave her. Joe writes a note in Love's name, framing her for everything that happened in Madre Linda. He burns their house down, making it look like a tragic accident. Meanwhile, Sherry and Carrie escape the basement, rekindling their marriage in the process. Matthew rescues Theo, and the two finally reconnect as father and son. But what about Henry? Joe, knowing he can never be the father his son deserves, leaves him with Dante, his trusted coworker at the library. And then, just like that, Joe Goldberg disappears. The final scene finds Joe in Paris under a new identity, searching for Marianne. Because no matter where he goes, no matter how much he claims to change, the cycle always begins again. Final thoughts. Season 3 of You delivers some of the show's most intense moments yet. With Joe meeting his perfect match in Love, only for their marriage to unravel in the most dramatic way possible. But while Love is gone, Joe's journey is far from over. With a new city, a new identity, and a new obsession, one thing is certain: Joe Goldberg will never stop searching for the one. What did you think of You Season 3? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies and shows. Until next time, stay safe, and maybe keep an eye on your neighbors.